Salesians of the province of Jesus the Good Shepherd, New Delhi, present historical sketch on the occasion of its Silver Jubilee celebration. Total number of houses: DBTI, Hatia, Najafgarh, Alaknanda, Jodhpahla, Kokar, Kereng, Kuarmunda, Jumaikela, Jabalpur, Lucknow, Jharsuguda, Ganor, SPCI House, Ashalayam, Provincial House, Chandigarh, Gumla, Baryatu, Pichna, Jhansi, Sumedha, Jamtoli, Jhajjar, Chargo, Itarahi, Jharmari, Kanpur.
My dear confreres and all friends of Salesians of Don Bosco, I take much joy in wishing every one of you a very happy Silver Jubilee of our province of Jesus the Good Shepherd, New Delhi. It was on the Christmas Eve of 1996 that the then Rector Major, Reverend Father Juan Vecchi, made the announcement of making the Delhi delegation as a province separated from the province of Kolkata. We became a province on 25th January 1997 with Reverend Father Joseph Kerekekera as our first provincial and Jesus the Good Shepherd as our patron. We have had a journey of 25 years of grace and growth for our province. Our provincials, with their councils and collaboration of confreres, members of the Salesian family, teachers, parents, catechists, young people, friends and benefactors, have been able to accomplish much with God's grace, Mother Mary's intercession, constant inspiration from Don Bosco, our father and teacher, guidance from our rector majors and other leaders of the congregation, church, and the society. I believe that the centrality of any Jubilee celebration is not our achievements, but rather a grateful celebration of God's gratuitous call and His constant accompaniment in our life and ministry. Jesus tells us, "This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples." Our life as religious and what we do in our ministry as His disciples are all for the glory of God and not for ours. I thank Father Norbert Talco for encapsulating the strides we have been able to make by preparing this digital presentation on our province. The journey we have made and the miles we have covered with faith, enthusiasm, goodwill, hard work, sacrifice, initiatives and creativity, with the Lord and for the Lord, for the young and with the young, we will continue onward together as faithful sons of Don Bosco, with Mother Mary, help of Christians by our side. As we celebrate the Silver Jubilee of our province, let us once again commit ourselves to serve the Lord and the young with gladness, doing everything through love, nothing through constraint, and be true to our Salesian motto, Damhi animas chatra tolle. Give me souls, take away the rest. I invoke the blessing of Jesus the Good Shepherd upon all of us as we celebrate the Silver Jubilee of our province. Happy Jubilee celebrations. Viva Don Bosco!
Don Bosco DBTI began 1971, started in 1971 with 2 trades in mechanical engineering. The institute has grown with multiple trades in 3 different sections: mechanical, computer and printing. Activities: technical training institute with hostel, engineering college, mechanical, printing, computer, BCA, IP university skill training programs. The Salesian community of Hatia began 1975. The center owns 11.64 acres of land, consists of building as well as farmland. The buildings are used for schools, residence, hostel, church and study center. The center was established by the Salesian province of Kolkata in 1972. Activities: English medium school, Hindi medium schools, parish, substations, hostel, study center. Don Bosco Najafgarh begun 1984. Salesians were given charge of the Najafgarh parish in July 1984. The Provincial of Calcutta assigned Father E.K. Verghese to initiate the pastoral work at Najafgarh. Activities: parish, vocational training center, social outreach. Don Bosco Alaknanda begun 1985. Don Bosco School came into existence under the able leadership of Brother Maurice Nicholson in 9/4/1980 in Don Bosco Technical Institute of Okhla, New Delhi. Don Bosco School was shifted from DBTI Okhla to Alaknanda on Monday 10/9/1984. Activities: English medium, evening school, migrant ministry, youth center. Don Bosco Jogbala began 1987. Parish with its infrastructure was handed over to the Salesians in 1979. Gandhi Smarak Higher Secondary School is run with the help of the Salesians. It is owned by Christian Janta Society, Jogbala. Activities: parish, substations, school, Hindi medium, primary, middle, higher secondary school, apostolic school, Balwaris, social outreach. Don Bosco Kokar began 1987. Don Bosco Institute Kokar was initiated during early 80s, during which the work was monitored from Don Bosco Hatia. However, it was officially established in 1987. The founding father was Reverend Father Guido Colossi. In the year 2000, Don Bosco Industrial Training Center initiated training program. English medium school was started in 1998. The parish church was blessed in 1988. Activities: parish, substations, technical institute, English medium school, primary and higher school, Hindi medium, Garigaon school, hostel, DB Tech courses, coaching, library, placement, youth center. Don Bosco Kering began 1987. 1988, the parish of Katkahi was bifurcated and Kering was declared a parish. The parish was constructed in 1992. The church dedicated to St. Joseph's was built in 1995. There is a Hindi medium co-educational school. The school was established in 1911. The Salesians of Kolkata province arrived in 1987. The parish and the school were handed over to the Salesians in 1988. Activities: parish, substations, Hindi medium school, hostel for boys and girls, and developmental work. Don Bosco Kuarmunda began 1988. Kuarmunda parish was created in 1988. The constructions of the hostel building took off in 1989. In 1991, the vocational training center was opened for the public. In 1997, Don Bosco Middle School was erected and the same was financed by Archbeleno and Kinder Mission. On 29th October 2000, the Shrine of Mary Help of Christians was inaugurated. The English Medium School was inaugurated on 16th August 2012. Activities: parish, substations, village schools, hostel, shrine, vocational training center, Odia Medium Primary, Middle and High Schools, English Medium School, coaching, hostel, DB Tech courses, placements and social outreach. Don Bosco Jumaikela began 1989. The parish of Jumaikela was entrusted to the Salesians on 1st November 1988. Activities: parish, substations, English medium school, village schools, hostel, vocational training and social outreach. Don Bosco Jabalpur began 1991. Don Bosco Yuva Sadan was started as an aspirantate in 1991 for the province of Kolkata with the aim of keeping the post-class 10 class students to continue the class 11 and 12 in the nearby English medium schools and at the same time to discern their Salesian vocation. An idea of starting an aspirantate for the boys of the Hindi belt area was conceived and nurtured by the province of Kolkata as early as 1990. Activities: aspirantate study house. Don Bosco Lucknow began 1991. Don Bosco Technical Institute, Lucknow was opened in 1991 at the invitation of Bishop Alan D. Lastic, Bishop of Lucknow, for the technical training of the youth of the diocese and the neighboring diocese so that they could get employment. In 2007, the Street Children's Home Ashalam was inaugurated, shifting the inmates who were temporarily housed at the Strangers' Home, a diocesan property in the city. Activities: vocational training center, hostel, Ashalayam, Yar, social outreach. Don Bosco Jharsugra began 1994. The Salesians of Calcutta province scouted around and with the help of the SVDs purchased about 7 acres of land which is now on the national highway going to Sambalpur. It was blessed on 16 April 1997 by the Bishop of Sambalpur and inaugurated by the Provincial of Calcutta. Activities: pre-novitiate, youth services. Don Bosco Ganor began 1995, the birth of Don Bosco School at Ganor and its demise. On 1st April 2014, the management of St. Joseph's School was handed over to the Salesians. Unfortunately, and against all our expectations, the school had to be closed down for good on 31st March 2021. New Delhi SPCI Center began 1997. The Salesian Provincials Conference of South Asia is the regional structure for animation, reflection, sharing and coordination. The main networks of SPCA are in the areas of formation, missionary animation, social communication, education and culture, social experience, Don Bosco youth animation, vocational guidance, education to faith, technical education, young at risk, fundraising initiative, psychological well-being, Salesian Psychological Association, and promotion of social order. Don Bosco Ashalayam began 1999. Don Bosco Ashalayam is set up to provide an integrated life based on right to survival. Realizing the gravity of child destitution in Delhi, Don Bosco Ashalayam was established in West Delhi in the year 1997. Activities: a house of hope for young at risk, social outreach, childline, slum non-formal education centers, social awareness, rehabilitation, home link, missing child search, migrant desk, Pravasi desk. Don Bosco Provincial House began 2001. The Province of Jesus, the Good Shepherd, New Delhi, the 8th Salesian Province of India, was born on 25th January 1997. Activities: specialized training center and provincial houses, youth services, vocational services and outreach. Bosco Development Office. Don Bosco Gumla began 2001. Salesians of Don Bosco were invited by Gumla Diocese to open English medium school in 1990. In response to the invitation of the Bishop of Gumla, a 15-acre non-tribal plot adjacent to the National Highway 23 in the village of Bhamani, which was purchased and registered in August 1995 for the proposed English medium school and eventually a youth center to take care of the youth of the neighborhood. Don Bosco Hostel for Boys had its humble beginnings on 1st April 2006. Activities: English medium school, hostel, social outreach, mass center. Don Bosco Chandigarh began 2001. Don Bosco Navjeevan Society is situated in Sector 24B. It is taken on lease from Chandigarh administration. The foundation stone was blessed by Reverend Gilbert B. Rigo on 19th March 1999. Activities: parish, NEOS, Yar Ministry, Youth Center, tuition centers, social outreach. Don Bosco Baryatu began 2005. DBYES Baryatu is an institution established in February 2003 by the Salesian Province of New Delhi at the invitation of His Grace Archbishop Telesphore Peter Pope for youth and educational services of Ranchi Archdiocese. The Salesian Province of New Delhi accepted to take care of Baryatu Parish in June 2006. Activities: parish, youth animation, communication, catechetics, youth center. Don Bosco Bichna began 2007. Bichna Parish is situated in Kuti district in the state of Jharkhand. Activities: parish, middle school, hostel. Don Bosco Jhansi began 2008. In 2007, the Salesian Province of Jesus, the Good Shepherd, accepted the invitation of the bishop to open a technical school, and in 2008 started the Salesian Presence. Activities: degree college, vocational training, outreach. Don Bosco Jewelry Court began 2009. Sumedha Center at Jewelry Court was inaugurated on 19th March 2008. In August 2008, Sumedha Center ceased its operations in New Delhi and began shifting the center and its services to Jewelry Court, Nainital district of Uttarakhand in the Diocese of Bareilly. Efforts by the Salesians in constructing a new Sumedha building in an acre of land they bought from the diocese have been going on since 2016. Activities: Center for Psycho-Spiritual Well-Being. Don Bosco Jamtoli began 2011. The land was purchased way back in 1993 by the individual Salesian Province of Kolkata. This parish is named after Saint John Bosco. Don Bosco English Medium School, Jamtoli, was started in April 2017. Activities: parish, substations, English medium schools. Don Bosco Jhajjar began 2011. In 2003, we purchased 10 acres of land in Pasor, near Jhajjar in Haryana state. A dispensary with minimum facility was built and blessed on 19 March 2011. The two-story hostel building was completed in October 2011. Activities: Yar, social work, developmental work. Don Bosco Purlia Jadgo began 2013, caters to the spiritual needs of the neighboring people. Education is imparted to the poor and needy children of the locality. Activities: parish, tuition center. Don Bosco Itari Buxar began 2014. The diocese invited the Salesians and entrusted the parish to the Salesian Province of New Delhi on 11th March 2014. The school was established in 1953. Since 2017, Salesians have taken up its management and administration. Activities: parish, substations, Hindi medium schools, hostel for boys and girls, and developmental work. Don Bosco Jharmari began 2014. Don Bosco Society took up the ownership of the school. Father Binny Isaac and Father Sajjan Verghese took charge of the school in May 2015. Don Bosco Senior Secondary School was established by the Don Bosco Group of Educational Institutions on 2nd April 2015. Activities: English Medium School, Hostel. Don Bosco Kanpur, begun 2020. Don Bosco Center, Maharajapur, Kanpur was inaugurated and blessed on 10th October 2020. Activities: a center for social works for caring for migrants and yard distribution of food and medicine.
Coming together at the time of 25 years of the journey that we have made together. We come together with a sense of wonder and a feeling of gratitude. Wonder because we have come all the way from province of Calcutta, started a region 30 years ago in 1992, the delegation, and then the province in 1997. Gratitude to God who traveled with us at every step. He guided the right people to come into the life of the province. And gratitude to our Blessed Mother Mary from Our Lady's School, Kullu, Our Lady's house in the Himachal and the mountain, to Our Lady's shrine in Kuarmunda. We are hemmed in with the wonder of the expansion that we have seen, the Salesian works, contrary to our work to expand the missionary activity in terms of parish, schools, work for the young people, the asylum. And therefore I see this occasion to see the wonderful work that God enabled us to do. Therefore it's a sense of wonder and a feeling of gratitude to those pioneers of our province who did so much. We remember them with gratitude and we thank God for having sent them to this region. And we look forward to continue the mission of Don Bosco with that same spirit, the Salesian spirit which will keep us going, the family spirit which will keep us strong, and above all, Don Bosco's own charism, the charism of love for young people. This is my prayer and my wish that we stay together, go forward together with this sense of a feeling of gratitude and a sense of wonder. May God bless us all.
As we celebrate the Silver Jubilee of our province, looking back at the last 25 years, all that I can do and all that I want to do at this moment is to share the vision that shaped our province and the way we did it. And in this connection, I would like to recall the words of Father Becky to me when he appointed me as the provincial of the province. He told me, Father Joseph, all that I want you to do is to develop this delegation into the province. And so my effort from that time onwards was to carry out that mandate. I took it that seriously, and I realized immediately that this cannot be done by me alone. So I gathered the province as a whole, and in groups, 3-4 groups, we discussed this whole question of what our province should be like to develop a common vision, and then how to get this one done. And it is in this connection that we started moving around, developing our province, knowing that we had to give some priorities. And these priorities actually came from the conference themselves. And the 3 priorities that they set as a goal for our province was we must take care of the poor, we must take care of the youth, we must take care of our mission. The 3 areas, and you really realize that this was already what is spelled out in the common vision that of our province when we began our province in our pastoral plan. And in developing this, of course, we realized that we had to do a lot of things. We had nothing as a structure in the province. We had no development office, we had no propaganda office, we had no formation houses properly settled down. And our initial works were just in a kind of primary stage. And so in a kind of relationship with all the bishops of that area, we thought of the various community that we should develop there, and Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and the Punjab belt. We developed these. Finance was a huge problem because we had no propaganda, no money in hand. So I did a touring all over Europe and gathered the funds sufficient to set up the structure that we put up initially in our province, like Gumla, like Bariatu, like Ashalayam, like the provincial house, like Chandigarh. These are all money that we gathered in individual projects, and we got a lot of cooperation from a lot of people to do this.
Dear confreres, on the occasion of the Silver Jubilee of the foundation of the Good Shepherd province of New Delhi, I take this opportunity to wish each and every confrere of the province a very happy Silver Jubilee. And many of our confreres are celebrating their jubilees as well. I wish them all a hearty congratulations. The word Jubilee derives its meaning from the Hebrew word yobel, which means a ceremonial horn used to announce a celebration, as we find in the 25th chapter of the book of Leviticus, and hence it has a biblical connotation. The celebration of any anniversary, be it a 25th, 50th, 60th or 75th, is an occasion to raise our minds and hearts to God in gratitude for the manifold blessings we have received during a period of time. On this occasion of the province level celebration, it is good to pause a while and ask ourselves a deep and profound question. What are we celebrating as a province? Is it an event worth recalling? Some achievements of the past worth noting? We too, as a province, can be easily carried away by the type of celebrations that take place in various settings of the church, society. We need to question ourselves as Salesians, whether as per our charism to take care of the poor and abandoned youth in the area of all-round development, including faith formation, in particular, carried out in the best possible manner, might call for a celebration, in which case we are in the right direction. But looking at the present scenario of our province, one could get a feeling that we are perhaps adopting to a career-oriented pattern of lifestyle that could blur our vision and lead to disorientation and unconsciously adopt to the ways of the secular society. No doubt, there is a danger. We, on the contrary, have vowed our lives to imitate Christ, our only model in our life of consecration. Ultimately, what matters is our quality of life, patterned after the life of Jesus the Good Shepherd, who went in search of the lost sheep. If there is a reason for a celebration, it is in the area of ordering and refocusing our lives after the life of the Good Shepherd, the patron of our province. As I conclude, this is my wish and prayer, that we be imitators of Jesus the Good Shepherd and St. John Bosco, our father and founder, in taking care of the poor and abandoned youth. Once again, a hearty congratulations to all the jubilarians and a very happy Silver Jubilee to each and every confrere of the Good Shepherd province of New Delhi. God bless us all.
My dear confreres, I was installed as the third provincial of New Delhi in the month of January 2009 and handed over to the new person at the end of January 2015. January for us Salesians and Salesian family is the month of Don Bosco. It was an indication to me that I would have to remind myself and my confreres of Don Bosco and the spirit of his in various dimensions. Thanks be to God, every year of the provincialship came to my help by adding a special feature to each year. 2009 was the 150th year of the foundation of our society. 2010 was the centenary year of the death of Don Rua. In 2011, we were blessed with the sacred relic of Don Bosco, making us see Don Bosco visit our communities and places. The years 2012, 13 and 14 were the immediate years of preparation for the bicentenary of Don Bosco's birth in 2015. Each year was given a special part to live Don Bosco's life and spirit. My dear confreres, whether a year has a special significant feature of Don Bosco's life or not, I pray that we all take up something to grow in Don Bosco's knowledge and in imitation of his life for our own days. I began my ministry as a provincial on Tuesday, 6th of January 2009, the solemnity of the Epiphany, the manifestation of the person person of Jesus to the Gentile world. This was another sign for me to devote the energy of the province in making Christ present in as many places as possible, primarily and hopefully by the presence of Salesians themselves. Every presence of a community is the presence of a tabernacle with Jesus. Thanks to God's grace and the cooperation of the provincial councillors and the members of the province, we were able to initiate several new communities. Jollycott in 2009, Jajjar in 2011, Jamtoli in 2011, Itari in 2013, Ilujargo 2013-14, Genor and Jarmari in 2014. We made many attempts to reach out to Ambikapur diocese as well with holy masses and if possible a presence. We had attempted to serve the people of Andamans. Apart from these, we tried to receive new confreres or candidates from other provinces for part-time or fully and sent confreres to other provinces. It is my prayer that we continue to reach out to the people, especially the poor and the youth. I thank God and I thank you all for listening to me on this message, which I have the privilege to share with you on this occasion of our great day.
Hi everyone. The Silver Jubilee of our province is a time to recall the journey we have made together and appreciate the graces and the blessings of the last 25 years. We gratefully remember the sacrifices, energy and the conviction that powered our pioneering and daring visionaries. We have made great strides in many ways as a province. We have made definite and preferential option for the poor and for the disadvantaged youth. We have done much in the way of infrastructural development in spite of not having any steady resources. We gratefully remember the accompanying journey of our benefactors and funding agencies who have helped us making tremendous sacrifices even on personal grounds. Jubilee is a moment of reflection. We need to introspect on our growth in holiness, a commitment to our congregation and all it stands for. We are marching, but seem to have forgotten the exact notations in the tune and the rhythm of the congregation. A presence with and for the young is the acid test of our fidelity to Don Bosco and the great charism we have inherited. The world of the electronic media and its compulsions have taken us away from the young. We are getting averse to the noise and the clatter of the young and our physical presence with them. Jubilee is a time to rekindle our passion on behalf of the young, particularly those on the periphery, and to be creative in our commitment to them. It's a time to focus on what unites us, the blessings of our interconnectedness, defying our natural leanings towards divisive tendencies. Holding one another in prayer, let us celebrate our differences and uphold one another to be fulfilled and efficacious. As we embark on the next phase of our journey, let us relaunch into the world of the young with renewed zest, focus and vitality. Trusting in the patron of our province, Jesus the Good Shepherd, model our lives with the apostolic passion of Don Bosco and journey on with the trust and openness of our Blessed Mother. God bless everyone. God bless our great province.